Okay, so I'm giving an update on what's been happening since the disaster of the flood of my home. So I met with the builder's representative yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like that meeting was some BS. The builder representative came in, he was like, we're so sorry about what happened. We're gonna get your house back to it was even better than it was at first. Because again, I came to buy a brand new home. Like I feel like this house is now defective and I want brand new. Like I want brand new wood, brand new joists. I want all those things. I want them to tear that house up and give me the house that I originally came to purchase. Now during the meeting, like the builders didn't even come with any offers. Like I'm like, so what are the builders offering me? And he had nothing. He was like, I'll get back to you. I'm going to give them, like, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Today's Tuesday. So I'm going to give them, like, till the end of today and see what they're offering and see what they say about my demands and make an educated decision from that point. I also need to get on the phone with my attorney and make sure that, I'm in with my rights, well within my rights, and that none of my rights are being violated, and to see again exactly what's my best move in this situation. Now, during the meeting, I also told them, I said, listen, I'm living in my car. Like my house is supposed to be done. My car is filled to the brim with all kinds of stuff, even these blinds and stuff I just recently bought. Like I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have any people here. And, what about that? Are they going to accommodate me for being homeless? And he was like, you're living in your car? And I said, yes, I'm living in my car. You can go look outside. And so he was like, you're in that gray BMW. And I said, yes, I am. Excuse me. He said, yeah, I parked next to you. And you're right. I saw all your things in that car. And like I told him, I said, because I only came down here and I had originally only prepared to stay a day or two where I was. And then I will be waiting for my home to get the keys. And now you're telling me it's going to be another 2 or 3 weeks. What am I supposed to do? So he said, let me fix that problem for you right now. He did something in his phone. I guess he was doing some checking or whatever. And they put me up in a beach house till the 18th of December. So I am not homeless anymore. I am inside of a house. Y'all, this house is beautiful. I am on Ocean Drive in Emerald's Island in North Carolina. Y'all, I mean, beautiful. Like the views and stuff in here. And I post some pictures and videos of what I'm doing right now. The most important part of this stay for me is during this whole turmoil, and I mean, like my mind was everywhere. I was just in shambles. Like I was praying like, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing here? But I really couldn't hear anything because my head was all over the place. Like I'm literally not in good. Hold on, my camera is moving. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my stand lately, but for some reason, it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, there we go. So, because I was in shambles, it's kind of hard to hear or think or any of that when it's so much moving around you. And I was just like, I prayed. I was like, Lord, listen, I don't know what am I supposed to be hearing right now, but I need to hear whatever it is you're trying to tell me. So I need to be still. But how can I be still again when there's so much movement around me? And yesterday when I got the code and the keys to come and stay in this beach house, when I tell you the only movement that's been going on is the water. I'm here, like I'm seeing all the beauty and splendor that Lord has provided for us just to see daily. And I'm able to actually sit down and really think about what it is I want. And if I have to walk away from this home, I feel like I'm okay to do that because I'm having this time and this peace right now just to get my thoughts, get my head together. Like when they say, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plan. Because, like, I don't know what this plan is, or I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know. But for some reason, this is happening to me. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that this has happened to. But this is the first time I've ever heard of something like this. But to sit here and enjoy the splendor, even if it's just for a few days, even if it's for a week, or even if it's for the whole 2 weeks that they've given me to stay here, I needed this. I needed to clear my brain. I needed to be still, and I needed to be able to hear and listen. And that's what I'm doing. So when they say just be still, like, I understand it now. I thought I understood it before, but I really understand it now. Like, this is one of those be still moments. And so I'm still don't necessarily know what's going to happen, but I'm going to keep you all in tune because, like I said, the next few days, the next week or so is going to be critical to me because I need to make sure that they're going to give me what I want. I know I chose this area because of all the things that I'm witnessing right now. The weather is beautiful. Like, it's December and people are having cookouts, having family get-togethers outside on their decks and patios. That's what I wanted. I wanted nice weather. I lived in the DC area for all my life, so we've always had 4 seasons. And I like when it gets cold, but I don't like snow. I don't like when it gets freezing cold. So this here is neutral. Like, this weather in this area that I chose is perfect for what I want. We don't get snow here except for every 4 years. So I picked this area for a lot of different reasons. And I'm able to just sit here and remember those things. Like, I started to forget why I even chose this area. I started thinking things like, maybe you're moving too fast, maybe you're doing it, but I'm not. Like, everything was in place, everything was doing what it was supposed to do, and then I had a mishap, some fluke, and I don't know why. But again, I know now I needed this time and this space to really process what it is I want, really get my head together. Like, I've cried so much in the last 3 days. I'm sure I still have some more tears, but I don't need them yet. I can truly say, and I've only been here overnight, but I was up last night. I was listening to the water from the beach. Got up this morning, and I normally don't even get up early, but I got up early this morning, and I opened up the blinds, and I just wanted to see it change from night to day. Not necessarily a sunset, but I just wanted to see it change. I wanted to see what it looked like when you wake up on the beach. And again, I've experienced this before. I've been to beach houses and things like that, but this was a different level for me because this was you got to get in depth with yourself moment. And I had that moment this morning. So today I have a few things I need to do as far as, like I said, getting on the phone with my attorney. I also need to call a water restoration company and see if they can go and investigate the house. I'm not sure if I can do that because I'm technically not the owner of the home yet. But I want a water restoration company to come out and see, are they doing what they're supposed to do? Because if I continue with this journey, I need to make sure and be secure with myself that this purchase is going to be everything that I wanted it to be from the beginning. My first video, I said, I'm watching my dreams wash away. And I really meant that, because like, I have so much invested in that house because I knew what I want the studio to look like. I knew how I wanted my custom closet to be. And I wanted all those things because those were going to be my work areas. So, you know, when you think about work and you think about drive, like, you got to invest in your work. And I'm not talking about your 9 to 5 that pays your bills. I'm talking about your 5 to 9 and your 9 to 12 and your 12 to 3 and your 3 to 6 before you get to that 9 to 5. I'm talking about that time. That time still has to be just as important as the 9 to 5. Because you have to build your dreams. Your dreams just don't happen. You have to build on them. So when I say I invested so much into the house, that was the reason why. Because I was building my dream. I was building my studio. I was building my workspaces. I was building energy for this page. I was manifesting things that I want to see in the future for myself. When it comes to my YouTube family, when it comes to my regular family, I was manifesting those things. So to see those things get halted, it was crushing to me. To even now, to even think that, you know, I may have to move back to the area I just left and maybe find a townhouse or something like that, but it's not going to be mine. Like, I know I can't do certain things in it. I can't manifest it, but a little bit. And I've come to terms with that. Like, if that's what I have to do, then that's what it's going to be. And maybe there's a bigger reason and there's a bigger purpose behind me having to make that move. So I'm okay with it. I am. I'm really okay with that. I just wanted to come back and give you an update on what's happening with me. Because I think this is important. Someone else is going through this. Someone else feels alone, like I felt for a minute. Like, I have plenty of friends and family. Let's not, technically alone, I'm not. But when you're going through something, sometimes you don't need to listen to other people. Sometimes you got to listen to yourself. And even when your friends and your family, they're with you and they're like pumping you through, like, come on, you're going to get through this. You're going to do this. Like, I had to tell one of my friends, I can't even remember who I was talking to, but I was like, I feel like such a failure. I feel like a failure. And everybody's like, why do you feel like a failure? And I said, it's not just what's going on. I feel like a failure because when something's happening in your life, the first thing you start doing is thinking, like, what could I have done different? Did I not do enough? Am I the reason that this is happening? Because maybe I wasn't aggressive enough with my realtor. I talk about my realtor not being aggressive enough, but maybe I wasn't aggressive enough with her. So all those things start going through your mind, and those are the things that I'm referring to when I say I feel like a failure. Not that it was, because like I said, this happened. It's not my fault. I didn't build the house. I didn't flood the house. So I don't feel that part of it was where I failed. I felt like I failed because I always wondered, could I do more? So now, if my dream has to change, then it has to change. I have to believe that there's something bigger. Like, I would have never imagined that I would be sitting in $1 million beach house right now. I mean, literally at the beach, being able to process what's going on. That was never a thought. And I know the reason I'm here is because I do believe. I believe. My faith is telling me you needed a minute. You needed to get by yourself. You needed some peace and quiet. You just needed to sit down and really invest and think about what you're doing and what you're saying. And I've gotten that time. So I'm going to end this because I don't want these vlogs to be real long. I hope y'all like my plaits. I told you I was going to redo them. Like, these are so much easier to sleep into. Like, I'm loving them. But today is my day to take everything that I've thought about and put some action to it, and then see what happens if a.syde decides that they're going to either meet my demands or not. And if not, then I have to reinvent the dream a different way. And I really want them to meet my demands. But if they don't, maybe this was my purpose. Maybe my purpose was to fail. Maybe I'm not failing. Maybe I'm actually winning. Maybe my purpose was to do this so that I can get on here and share my story with someone else who needs to hear it. You're not alone. Someone else has been through this. And this is disappointing. That's what I'm telling everyone now. It's just disappointing. But I feel like I'm going to come out on the other side better than before. So I'm going to close with that. I will see you all tomorrow. I actually think I'm going to go outside today once it gets a little warmer. And I may even ride bikes. Like, he has bicycles downstairs, scooters. He was like, you can use anything in the house. They have beach chairs. It's a grill. Like, this thing is laid out, y'all. It's beautiful out here. And I needed this. I just needed this time to really evaluate what's happening in my life. And not just what's going on in my home, but my relationships. Even my relationship with God. You know, because you hear people say all the time, and I know I said I was going to end this, and I really am going to close out. But you hear people say, you know, when you're going through something, people always run back to God. Well, I run to God every single day. Every single morning I wake up and I thank Him for waking me up. Also ask Him to guide me mentally, financially, and spiritually. Because I know that there is a higher power. Now, people call their higher powers different things. And that's whatever you believe in. But I do have faith. I do believe that I was put here for a reason. I have a purpose. And I plan to fulfill that purpose. The purpose may be something I thought it was. And God might be saying, you ain't even thinking big enough. You're not. So, that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. When I tell y'all I feel like I'm living in MTV Cribs right now, y'all, look at my backyard. This is the backyard. Y'all see that water? Look at that water. Y'all, I am walking down. It's December. It's December. Look at this. Yeah. It's nippy. Cause I don't know if it's gonna rain or something today, but this is what I'm doing right now. This is my peace. This is how I'm being. This is my peace right now to think. Get my head clear. It's beautiful. Those are the neighbors. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Okay, it is a little nippy.